To the war in Gaza now, and an Israeli airstrike has hit the main hospital in the north of the Strip, minutes after an evacuation order was issued. Gaza's Civil Defense Agency says the attack destroyed the intensive care and surgery departments. The Israeli military said they were targeting Hamas. They accused the militants of using the hospital to launch and plan attacks.
These Gazans thought they had found some safety.
We were in a tent.
They had been taking refuge near the hospital.
They hit the Al-Ahli hospital. We were living next to it. Now we're leaving. What can we do? Just leave like the others.
Israeli missiles struck part of the Al-Ahli hospital in Gaza City, also known as the Baptist Hospital. The Hamas-run health ministry said the airstrike destroyed surgery facilities and an oxygen station in the intensive care unit.
This is the only hospital left here in Gaza. It's the one that embraced all the wounded, the sick and the injured. The emergency room is the only one still functioning in Gaza. Now even the emergency department and the labs are gone.
According to medics, the building was evacuated after a warning from the Israeli army.
At 2 a.m. the hospital received an evacuation warning. The medical staff, patients and all the medical team members left the building.
Hospitals are protected under international law. But Israel has repeatedly hit health facilities in the Gaza Strip since it launched its offensive against Hamas. The Israeli military accuses Hamas of using hospitals as command centers to launch and plan attacks, something the militant group which carried out the October 7 terror attack denies.
Earlier, I spoke to Olga Cherevko, spokesperson of the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs. I asked if any medical care is available in that area after the strike on the hospital.
As you have rightfully said, there is the situation here remains very tense and very unpredictable. In terms of healthcare facilities, we have not had any fully functioning hospitals operating in Gaza for quite some time. There's been on and off a couple of dozen, actually fewer than a couple of dozen hospitals that are partially functioning, and that number goes up or down depending on the situation. Now, of course, with this new strike, that has impacted the situation even further and has forced further evacuations of patients and is going to put a massive strain on the remaining partially functioning hospitals. And to add to this, this was the hospital that had the only CT scan capability in Gaza City.
So there's no effective emergency care there, and that's probably putting it mildly based on what you're saying. Just as the Israeli army is extending its military operations, what does that mean for the overall humanitarian situation in Gaza? Paint a detailed picture for us.
If you look around anywhere in the Gaza Strip, the scenery is absolutely horrifying. The vast destruction of all critical humanitarian, critical civilian infrastructure, the mass displacements that are happening on a daily basis, the displacement orders that are being issued, and of course the remaining healthcare facilities that are being put under immense strain, trying to both attend to the mass trauma casualties that are coming in on a daily basis and attend to the regular patients that they have with the supplies that are very rapidly running out because the crossings have now been closed for over 40 days.
A little perspective, Olga. Give us some sense of how critical your work is now compared to any other time of this war and what resources you might need.
It is more critical than ever. And of course, we are operating under very constrained environment as well, moving in a very insecure environment. As we've always said, there's no safe place in Gaza. And we are trying to operate within these constraints with very little supplies. So the fact that all the crossings have been closed for over 40 days has meant that we have tried to stretch whatever we have for as long as possible. But this is coming to an end. And as you know, we've been forced to shut down all 25 World Food Program supported bakeries. We're running out of the remaining food supplies and trying to focus our efforts on hot meals provision right now. We're running out of essential medicines. And in the meantime, all of that is waiting at the crossings to get in and ready to enter. And so we can assist the people the way that we did at scale during the ceasefire.
Our thanks to Olga Cherevko from OSHA, the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs.
Thank you, Michael.